On the night of 13th April 2024, Israel's sky was glittering not due to some fireworks or stars, but with the barrage of attack UAVs, ballistic missiles, and cruise missiles. It was the largest combined drone, cruise missile, ballistic missile attack against a country in the history. Close to 300 aerial threats were launched by Iran and its proxies, which includes 170 UAVs, 120 ballistic missiles, and 30 plus cruise missiles. As per reports, none of the UAV and cruise missiles were able to enter Israel. Only a few ballistic missiles were able to enter into Israel's territory. The Israeli Defense Forces have intercepted and neutralized nearly 99% of aerial threats. Now the question is, how Israel was so successful in intercepting 99% of aerial threats? To understand this, we'll have to look into Israel's missile defense architecture. Now this consists of three major systems, which are Iron Dome, which is for short range, David's Sling, which is for medium range, and Arrow 2 and 3, which are meant for long range interception. These layered defense systems were together been able to defend Israel against UAVs, ballistic missiles, and cruise missiles. In past, we have also witnessed Iron Dome taking on the interception of rockets launched by Hamas on Israel. However, in recent attacks, UAVs, ballistic missiles, and cruise missiles were also used. So talking about Iron Dome, it was developed by Israel with US backing and specialized in shooting short-range rockets. It has intercepted thousands of rockets since it was activated early last decade, including thousands of interception during the current war against Hamas and Hezbollah. Israel says that it has success rate of over 90%. The David's Sling has also been developed by Israel with help from the US. It is meant to intercept medium-range missiles such as those possessed by Hezbollah in Lebanon. Last but not the least is the Arrow. The system is again jointly developed by Israel and US. It is designed to intercept long-range missiles, including the types of ballistic missiles Iran said it launched on Saturday. The Arrow, which operates outside the atmosphere, has been used in the current war to intercept long-range missiles launched by Houthi militants in Yemen. The three-layered air defense system of Israel and its small size makes it possible for the country to defend against the barrage of aerial attacks. Israel is also developing a new system to intercept the incoming threats with direct energy such as laser beam. This system, once developed, will be a game changer because it will be much cheaper to operate and literally unlimited in terms of number of interception, as it does not require to reload missiles. What it needs is continuous supply of electricity. Now, since we have understood Israel's air defense capability, the obvious question will be, can India or does India have capabilities to defend itself against such massive attack? Now, to understand this, let's first look into India's challenges. Its geography is vast. India is the seventh largest country in the world. It has a land frontier of 15,200 kilometers and a coastline of 7,516.6 kilometers. Therefore, it is literally not possible to cover the entire region with attack from drones or UAVs. However, the strategic locations, which could be military installation, industrial complex, and other important civilian infrastructure, needs to be secured via air defense systems. At the same time, the entire country needs to be secured against the ballistic missile attack. The reason being, ballistic missiles have longer range and can target important industrial, civilian, and military installations. The extent of damage by ballistic missiles can also be very huge when we compare it against UAVs and rockets. Indian neighbors, which are China and Pakistan, are nuclear armed, which further makes it absolutely necessary for India to protect its territory against the ballistic missile attacks. So, considering all these things, in the year 2000, the Indian government under Prime Minister Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee sanctioned the development of India's BMD program to protect it against the ballistic missile attack of China and Pakistan. India's BMD shield was designed to be a two-layered system that takes care of incoming hostile missile aided targets from a range of around 30 kilometers till around 5,000 kilometers. India has planned to develop BMD in two phases. The phase 1, which is operational, includes two types of interceptors, which is PAD Mark 1 and Mark 2 and AAD. As a part of phase 2, DRDO is developing two new interceptors, AD1 and AD2. Now, talking about the major component of any ballistic missile defense system, it is going to be its very long range radars, which can detect ballistic missile launch from 1,000 kilometers away. These types of radar generally operate in L-band. To begin with, India has imported two phased array green pine radars in 2002 and 2005 from Israel, which is also used in Israel's Arrow missile defense system. The green pine operates in search, detection, tracking, and missile guidance modes simultaneously and capable of detecting targets at ranges of up to about 500 km and can track more than 30 targets at a speed of 8.74 Mach. The Green Pine radar has a proven track record and has demonstrated it over 20 successful ballistic missile intercepts. Learning from Israel's technology, DRDO has also developed Swordfish Long Range Tracking Radar or LRTR capable of tracking missile launches at 600 to 800 km. Although it is based on Israel's Green Pine, it differs from Israel's system as it employs Indian TR modules, signal processing, computers and power supplies. It is more powerful than the original Green Pine system and was developed to meet India's specific BMD needs. DRDO has further developed a more powerful radar called Super Swordfish. It has been developed to track and intercept MIRV capable missile. ISRO is already using an L-band AESA radar called Multi-Object Tracking Radar or MOTR, which is based on the same technology with fixed horizontal and vertical angle rotating at 360 degree. It is capable of tracking 0.25 meter square object at 1000 km and 0.09 meter square of object at 800 km of lower Earth orbit. The Super Swordfish has a range of approximately 1500 km. It was raised in 2017 for Indian Ballistic Missile Defense Program and is now operational. 2 units of Super Swordfish was acquired by Government of India in 2017. These radars have been deployed near the border areas facing China and Pakistan. Some of them has been deployed in central part of India. So in case of incoming ballistic missiles, the activity of interception can be conducted in any of the 3 stages of enemy's missile launch trajectory. The first one is boost phase, when hostile missile is climbing up in the atmosphere. Second one is the ballistic or mid-course phase, during which the main flight path of missile is taking place. And third one is terminal phase, when hostile missile has re-entered Earth's atmosphere and is closing on to its target. The BMD of India provides double-layered protection using its 2 interceptor missiles, which are Prithvi Defense Vehicle (PDV) and Advanced Air Defense Missiles or AAD. The PAD is used for high altitude interceptions and AAD takes care of low altitude interception. Both layers are supported by a range of tracking stations, radars, command and control posts, etc. The ballistic missile defense space, as we all know, is divided into 2 parts called endo-atmospheric and exo-atmospheric. The missile interception that happens within Earth's atmosphere is called endo-atmospheric and outside the atmosphere is called exo-atmospheric. An endo-atmospheric missile remains within the Earth's atmosphere, that is at an altitude of below 100 kilometers. The first layer of BMD can intercept a missile at an exo-atmospheric altitude of 50 to 180 km. This layer consists of Prithvi Air Defense (PAD) and Prithvi Defense Vehicle (PDV) interceptors designed for mid-course interception of ballistic missiles. The second layer can destroy an incoming missile in endo-atmospheric altitude of 15 to 40 km. It consists of single-stage, solid rocket-propelled Advanced Air Defense Interceptor Missiles or AAD, which is designed to intercept missiles at the terminal phase. The BMD, in its present configuration, that is Phase 1, is designed to counter missiles within a range of up to 2000 km and a speed between Mach 3 to Mach 8. It has been reported to have kill probability of 99.8% with a mix of exo and Indo interceptor missiles. So this was the update regarding the BMD Phase 1 and how potent India's ballistic missile defense shield is. I hope it would have helped you to understand India's ballistic missile program. As we all know that India is also working on BMD Phase 2, which will significantly boost India's capability to counter potential incoming missiles from Chinese mainland. We'll be discussing about the Phase 2 in our next video, which will be released soon. This was today's update. Please let us know your views on this in comment section. If you like the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind. We'll soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in the defense sector.